Welcome to a new modern video. As I'm recording this video, I have finally returned from Las Vegas. My jet lag is completely off, and I'll be playing Magic as soon as I feel like today on stream. Starting with, of course, some Final Fantasy cards. Unfortunately, I only had 2 days to play with Final Fantasy cards before leaving for Vegas. Uh, but some cards are still seeing play. Past the content creator zone where just kind of everyone just plays new cards just to see what I feel like. But Vivi Ornitier has performed, has shown up in some top eights in this build, which is very similar to the one I played with last time. So if you haven't checked that out, we almost trophied with this deck last time I played it. There's Lightning Bolt over Galblast, which I appreciate. There's still Repeal, which is a very good filler for a deck with cori-steel Cutter and Vivi. You have, of course, the Broken Shell of Opal Tamio Emery, Flame of Anor, and so on and so forth. Yeah, I think overall, this deck's cool. There's also this new card on the side, Far Magic. I guess at 1 mana you can kill, you can do like Pyroclasm against Ocelot Prides. It's not bad. At 3 mana, you can do actual Pyroclasm, so that's a little bit worse. So, sometimes maybe better than Pyroclasm, sometimes maybe worse. I think it's good to have a little bit of a mix there. My trip to Vegas was very fun. Fun for sure. Unfortunately, I did not hit my goal of qualifying to Pro Tour Atlanta, which is a modern Pro Tour. So I will not play the modern Pro Tour. That makes me a little bit sad, but also it is what it is when playing competitive Magic. It's very hard to hit your goals, so it's important to accept. Okay, so this hand gets so good if we draw a land, but gets so bad if we don't. I'm gonna go ahead and do a very disciplined mulligan here. Very, very disciplined mulligan here. Alright, much better. What are we bottoming? What are we bottoming? Let's bottom Lightning Bolt. It could have either been that or Repeal. And I'm gonna go with Bolt. I'm gonna go Tamio go. Sorry, Bubble go. Sorry. Doo-doo-doo. Okay. Where's this power plant? Nice, 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 nice. We know dismember. Flip Tamio very early. I like her as a Saga. Wonder if I should go turn 3 Saga. Sorry, turn 3 Constructor, turn 3 Repeal, Vivi. Still gonna go Saga. I'm definitely flipping Tamio. What can Saga grab in this matchup main deck? I think not very much, except of a classic mana ramp. Okay. Huh. My opponent can already represent what? Thoughts here? Hmm. This is interesting. Because it could be slamming Vivi right now. I don't think I could get punished in many ways, but at the same time, I may get punished. So I'm just gonna pass. Holding up the rebuke. Do I think they'll be banning something in standard? I really don't care about standard. I hope to never play that format in many, many times, so whatever they do, it's a cursed format anyway. Could just command for 1. That's okay by me. That means I can cast Karn. Okay. I have a lot of mana. His library is putting Ugina's Eye of the Storm under it, and they played a card. Alright, let's think about this. Because obviously, I could go make a construct, repeal the spawn, make a construct, attack Karn. It's obviously super risky to not counter. Next turn, my timing goes up. So let me think what happens. My opponent's gonna go Karn and most likely just plus and pass, right? So they have a Karn on 6. I make a construct, it's a 1-1. Next turn I untap draw, get Mox Amber, make another construct. Then I can spend this mana to repeal the spawn. Opponent draws a card. Sorry, fizzles, so I don't draw a card. My token is a 3-3. Fortunately, the Amber... Oh, I guess I can get Opal. Then I can attack, and then I can bolt the card. I think all in all, I think it's just better to go Rebuke at this point. After having said all of that. After having said all of that, I think it's just better to go Rebuke. Okay, what now? I think I'm just gonna go float mana, honestly. And just go Vivi Ornitier. Let's see where that brings me. If I make a construct, I can repeal this plus this. Let's just go Vivi. I'm gonna grab Mox Amber. Red, blue. Play Vivi. Repeal the Mox Amber, draw a card. So Saga didn't do very much. Maybe I could have just played it one turn later. Hope to draw a good card, because I have a lot of mana now with Vivi. Draw like a Flame of Anor. Be great. This Vivi would provide me 3 mana, at least, because I can bolt this spawn and replay this Amber. Hold the token to make sure they don't have Devourer online. Yeah. Yeah, definitely wouldn't have let him on top with the spawn. Thank you, Osprey Games, for the raid. Wow, opponent does have the Dismember. Okay. I'll float a blue. Draw a card. Okay. Tamio certainly goes up. Play land and pass. Now we have to hope they don't answer Tamio, but there's not that many ways to answer Tamio. Let's see, maybe Karn Pithing Needle. That'd be bad. Because I'm like all in Tamio now. Alright, they seem to be passing the turn. They're so powerful. Just on the play, land Tamio Bubble. Good old. Just like it was in at the beginning of MH1. Oh, sorry, MH3. Remember, like, very early stream, playing Blue Red Merc with Tamio and Bubble. I was like, wow. So clean, so easy. Now, thanks to Vivi, you can just one-shot in a turn. Let's see if I drew it. Oh no, I didn't. I did not draw Vivi. It's okay. I wonder if I can win the game with one token from cori-steel cutter. It's actually possible. I had the repeals as well. No joke, one single monk can do it. With all these repeals. I don't know though, 15 seems like a lot. Let's see. Going to keep on clicking. Ooh, it is bolt as well, that's true. Can repeal the mocks. Ooh, they have something. What is it? Key command? I'll be playing Rebuke. Opponent probably misclicked, since they could have played around it by tapping 2 Eldrazi and a colorless. As of now, they can't pay for this Rebuke. Alright. Okay, we're gonna bring in a couple of Harbinger of the Seas, and certainly for Consign to Memory. Opponent has a Karn, the Great Creator, in their main deck. So I want to have a couple of Force of Negations as well. Flame of Anor is also strong. Bold seems bad. Guess it answers. Maybe I can take out Vivi since I'm bringing in Harbinger. A couple of Vivi. Taking out Bolts. I hope to answer Karn in other ways and not just let him come into play and they have to -2. Okay. The send's not great, but definitely not mulligan in it. I don't think there's many things they can do on turn 2. I think I'll take this time off and just playing a tap land. Alright. This should be alright. I'm gonna go bubble fetch go. I can't really play Emery, can I? Be honest though, I kinda want to play Emery. Like if my opponent goes natural Tron, how am I ever winning the game? I think it's impossible that I win the game against natural Tron on the play. Casting Emery. Crack bubble now because I forced a negation in my deck. Nice. Nice. The gamble paid off big time. Sometimes this is magic. You have to. I'm not gonna say hope, because it's not that I was hoping they didn't have it. It's just that if they had it, I was going to be dead anyway. So might as well just play for the scenario where they don't have it. Okay. 4 mana Thought, not Seer. Not even that good. Like, what are they really taking here? Consign, I guess. No, I think I have to take Flame. Yeah, whatever. Let's just go Consign. Then I'm going to bubble myself. Mox Opal. Yeah, that's probably very good. I don't want to crack the other bubble, otherwise I'm flipping Tamio in draw step, and I don't get a clue. So I can go Opal. Can crack the clue. Flip Tamio. Plus. How's jet lag going? Terribly. I woke up at 2 a.m. Stayed in the bed for 3 hours doing nothing. And then decided to wake up. Did a Flash and Boy draft. And here I am. But yeah, it's okay. Man, so many game action. You love to see it. Urza Saga. Do I want it? It's probably not bad. Probably not bad. David, thank you for the 3rd month. Carnegie creator. Alright, I gotta do something about this. Well, first thing first, let's crack this bubble. Cori-steel cutter. Okay. I guess I can float mana and let this resolve. You love the match against Tommy? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it was very fun. Sometimes I force Tommy to play modern. But now we have a popper planned for the next Mango's Workshop videos. Today, actually, I'm gonna go back there to the office. We're gonna record some with 4 Final Fantasy decks, or I should say, popper decks with some Final Fantasy cards. No, unfortunately, I will not be a popper get-in. Just gonna play Divination here. Unless they play like a Pitting Needle now. I guess I can do both. I have the Wizard in play. Explosives. Huh. That doesn't sound great. Oh. Might as well might as well destroy an artifact now. I was going to draw 2 cards anyway. Should fetch first, probably. Oh no, never mind. I knew the top card was good. Okay. Okay. Let's go Saga. Let's go Corey. Let's go repeal on this. Make a token. Replay it. Pump the token. Replay it. Pump the token. Emery flashes back a bubble. Pump the token. Attack Karn. Now the next question is, what do I want to do with Tamio? I think the answer is -3 on the consign to memory. And I also want to crack both of these bubbles. Just infinite cards in hand, infinite game objects. Exactly how you should play Magic. Alright, Harbinger of the Sea strong. Donald's here again. Honestly, Infinite Power Plant, exactly. This is like the Mengucci Workshop VEEDEO or Drew 4. I think this is fine. My hand is just too good to care. Is there a Vivi in this Vivi deck? There's only one. I cited out two of them for Harbingers in this matchup. I don't think you can just have a 4 Flame of Anor, 2 Harbinger, 3 Vivi, especially on the draw. Okay, round 2. Hand's fine. Game 1, usually Urza Saga is very powerful, so... You didn't expect to see Fire Magic on this list. Why not, though? Like, think about it. It's a 1 mana like, 1 mana board wipe. It hasn't... I can't remember that many 1 mana board wipe, honestly. Like, end the festivities, you know what I mean? It's not bad. Okay. And go Opal. Probably should have gone Amber, actually. Saga and pass. No, I'm gonna also play Amber. It's a little bit bad if I draw Vivi or Cori, but next turn I can make a construct and pay for Rebuke without passing priority, basically. I mean, obviously, you pass priority, but like you can do it all in response to a spell you want to counter. It seems to be the mirror match, but we drew Urza Saga. Maybe not. Maybe it's Grixis control, and Urza Saga is fantastic there. Okay. Just passing. Oh yeah, it is Grixis control. I think I'm gonna fetch now instead of waiting end of turn. And now I have the play of making a construct rebuke. Psychic Frog, okay. I guess they have a counterspell backup. A little bit late for that frog, thankfully. No, wow. Okay. Uh. Hmm. Wait, you pushed this one. This is weird. Why didn't you push the other one? Sure. Oh, you have a bolt for the other one. Okay. I mean, in theory, I could trigger Quarry this turn by taking Mox Opal and then going Land Quarry, when Land Quarry Repeal. Is it worth it? I think not really. I'm just taking a Spell Bomb, and then I'll go Saga Quarry Go. Not triggering the double spell, but I'm gonna do that anytime with this Repeal. Yeah, gonna do it now. Just repeal this Opal and just trigger the Quarry. You basically just, yeah, Repeal is just so nice. Fork. Force of negation. Okay. Sure. Pass. Vivi Ornitier. Pretty bad right now. I have no spells. I think I have to graveyard this. As I said in my first hand, I'm like, this hand's not great, but we have Tours of Saga, and that's usually a very good card in game one. See what I do about these. Terminate. Okay. Let me bubble myself. It would shrink the construct, but I just want to draw spells. I have cori-steel cutter. I want a double spell. With a Scalding Tarn in play. Plus I have Metallic Rebuke in my deck, so makes sense to do it now. Okay. I could even cycle the spell bomb, honestly. Nah, I'll leave it there. Opponent very likely plays Murktide Regent. Could I draw a card? Nah. Let's just attack. Alright, you can go. What you got? Bolt on the Tamio. I could save it with Spell Bomb, but I don't mind. Is Vivi proving not to be bad in Modern, unlike Standard? I mean, this game, I surveilled it to the graveyard when I had mana to cast it, so it wasn't amazing. In Standard, it's definitely bad. For sure. Card single-handedly responsible for the 48% win rate of blue-red of the PT, since 91% of the people chose to put it in their deck. Buongiorno, Dushan. I'm sorry. Alright. What are we playing against? Grixis. Grixis. So I always want to shave Opals and Embers plus sideboard against decks with Meltdown. The deck is missing Thoughtcast? I don't think so. Card seems clunky. Alright. Keep. Obviously, this hand needs a land, but you have some redraws. Buongiorno, Daniel. What do I want from a BNR? I don't care. I don't care. Alright, Thoughtseize. Let's see what I grab. What did they take? Mox Opal. Wow, that's a That's a choice. A bubble now. Flim of Anor. I'll fetch a survey land and pass. Alright, that's good. His repeal normally uses 0 mana draw card. Well, repeal's key is its flexibility. You can use it to kill bounce your opponent threat, or you can use it to trigger Cori bouncing a 0-drop. That's why it's good. 32 months. Welcome, Daniel. When I had another thoughts is unfortunately. Alright. Thoughts on my plans moving forward. Well, my plans are going to be streaming until I'm home. I leave for Singapore the 13th of July. So until then, I'll be streaming every day. Which is kind of my life. Whenever I'm home, I stream. And whenever I'm not home, I usually travel to Magic tournaments. Psychic Frog. Alright. I'm always gonna stream Modern, of course. That's the only really thing that goes well in my YouTube videos. Nice. Urza Saga. Fantastic draw here. To the point where, considering... No, you know what? I actually don't want to do anything. The bubble makes so that the construct doesn't die to Orcish Bowmaster. Can I send me a deck? No, but you can top it a challenge with it, and then I can net deck it. Alright, cool, Maze. Yeah, lots of pilgrims come to Rome this year. Definitely a good excuse to travel. Eito Arcazzato. Arcazzato. Ma, it's fine. I can bolt it afterwards. Oh no, never mind. Never mind. I'm sorry. I thought I could make a construct this turn. Certainly can't. What are we doing then? I think I just cycle this repeal. Vivi. Not a bad draw. Harbinger also not a bad draw with Saga on 2 chapter. It's kind of perfect, isn't it? So let's do this. And now my opponent will be able to do Kaito for a while. At the same time though, we'll be making constructs every turn. I don't have red mana, but my opponent doesn't have access to 2 colors. So they're only mono blue. The Kaito will definitely help. Um, we'll see. It's a risky play, but I don't think I had that many other good options. I could have gone like Vivi Bubble, Bolt Kaito. I think this play's good. Now Saga doesn't die next turn, doesn't go get Opal. It just stays there and makes constructs. Okay. I don't really plan on casting many spells. Oh, wait a second. What is a 9? I didn't realize they're that low. I guess they thought season shocked a lot. Yeah, they dealt 11 damage by themselves. So if attack, they put them to 7. Make a construct. Is that a good idea to attack them? They go to 7. The construct is a 2-2. Becomes a 3-3 next turn. I attack you to... Yeah, maybe it's a good idea. Let's go face. And pass. Well, it can only cast counter spell, so I'm not gonna cast any spell. Thank you, Gasus, for the 11th month. Do you know what deck I'm playing at PT Singapore yet? No, I just returned. I returned today to Flesh and Blood. I don't even know how the new deck works. I did a draft before the stream, but I'm just so far behind. Ooh, we got 2 more subs. The Argo Pelter and Gatsu. Thank you, guys. Also, we have the Italian Nationals before. It's going to be next, not this weekend, the one after. That's going to be very important testing. All right, you're taking up Kaito. Are you winning the race by any chance? Nah, impossible. I don't know, Mr. Koth. I think we build decks different. You like to have situational cards like Thoughtcast and Shadow Spear. I like to have more like smooth cards that just happy to draw all the time. So maybe sometimes your decks may be more I don't know, functioning, sometimes less functioning. All right, here, as I said, I'm just gonna go face. I'll make a Construct Sorcery Speed. Do I want to cast Emery or hold up Repeal? I think casting Emery sounds better. I can counterspell if they want. What is that? 2 facing facing some serious creatures. Yeah, but I can't cast Bolt. I don't have blue mana, red mana. Saga for Opal. There is Harbinger, so Saga's not gonna die anytime soon. Unless they kill the Harbinger. In which case I can just cast the Bolt. But yeah, this game was definitely carried by Harbinger. I think I'll chump. So that they can't dig for their basic swamp. How do I feel about the Saga change? That's fine. I mean, I don't even think it's like it's not that big of a deal. Like, it hasn't changed anything. The Saga Opal decks have won the same as they did before. It's just a rule change. It's okay. Don't know if you guys followed a little bit of my. All right, actually, I wanna post this. Don't know if you guys followed a little bit of my posts, but I got like the classic. I got a classic combo of whenever I go to America, which is AC Blast just like kills my body, and I got Ultra Mega Sick from Wednesday throughout the PTs, throughout the PT, and now I'm back. My throat is sort of back, but now like all my ears are is hurting. I'm taking some like proper medicine now from a from a proper doctor, not just 7-Eleven pills like in America. But still, it's crazy that every time I go to these like desert places, I always die from the AC every single time. I even got the pill so early ago and it's already hurting me again. The fuck? Ah, Bayan, hello. Welcome. Glad to see you back. No, but in Singapore, or at least in Taiwan, the AC was a lot more mild. Like, you wouldn't go from 40 degrees to 15. That's a problem, I think. Hello. Buongiorno, buongiorno, guys. All right. This is the classic hand that you just keep. Aritmezago. Um, yeah, I think I'll bubble myself. Corey. Strong. Happy to draw it. Hello, Jack. I think Esper Blink is better than Orzov. Be playing Esper Blink after this. Actually, I have a RCQ this weekend. I'm gonna be playing Esper Blink most likely. I think I like Lightning Bolt. I don't like this Tormod script. It should really be Solga Lantern. Flicker Wisp. Ah, mannaggia. I'm gonna kill my Urza Saga. You qualify with Belcher in RCG? Nice. I still have to qualify to the RC. Can you consign Vivi making mana? You might, but that means you decided to consign against this deck, so it's probably a mistake. And Mango viewers don't do that. Mango viewers don't side and consign against random decks. I think I'll bounce this. Sorry, kill this. Draw. Replay Saga. Hoping this time it doesn't get destroyed. Okay. I made a lot of video with Psychic Frog. My channel is almost entirely Psychic Frog trophies the last month. So if you like that card, definitely check the channel out. Like literally any shell is great. I think Esper Blink is the best one because it has the most mythics. I spent the most money on. Like Ketramos, Overlord, you know. I spent so much money on these cards, I need to play them. I still haven't played them enough. I don't think my money was quite as valued. Alright, they go Failure. Failure trades with a construct. Let's see what they do. Che tramose, madonna quanto è forte. Sì. Where does this like die with Flicker Wisp? It doesn't. Buongiorno, Ronin. Failure, what do you do? You Flicker Wisp. Che comunque non è male come mossa. Ok. Then I draw, make a thing and draw a card. Sorry, and trade. Then you get to draw one more card. End of turn. Where's the Saga dies? What does it get me? Either Spellbomb or yeah, best here. Do I just draw a card? Think so. Kind of desperate right now. I need to draw action. Haven't drawn that much action. Put in thoughts is the cori-steel cutter at the right time. Okay, nice. That is at least something to do. We have to hope the Emery survives, huh? To bring back the Cori. Gonna be unlikely though. Point is very far away from attacking with Kedra. As soon as they draw a relic, the game is over. Emperor of Bones. Porca boia, questo è forte un bel po'. It's game over. It's just game over. Okay. We got Flim of Anor. What else? Nothing really. I don't think I want Pyroclasm. I don't think I want any of these cards. Ashiok? Ah, but you must be new to the stream. Well, welcome to the stream. This is twitch.tv slash Andrea Mengucci. Our cards do not do card disadvantage. At least trade a card for a card, which is very difficult to do against black-white. Okay. Good end. Can flip time you very early. You steal down a card, but you don't lose? Nah, man. Trust me. If you play Ashok against black-white, you lose. With blue-red in Pauper with Killing Fiend. Ooh. It's an old deck. Push. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, I'm not gonna crack the bubble. Yet. Ooh, nice. I'll play Saga. Happy to play Saga. Chandra push. Va bene. Wish this Vivi was a Harbinger. Imagine if this Vivi was a Harbinger. Would have been good, huh? Would have been GG maybe. The opponent has Solitude. Harbinger is not good against black-white. Okay. I just have to go linear. Gonna get short Mox Opal, Land, Spell Bomb, attack for 5, and let's pray God my opponent doesn't have the sweeper. Okay. Uh, when do I want to bounce the Ketra? Now or after they tap 1 mana to exile the relic? Because if they tap 1 mana to exile the relic, they already draw a card on the stack. So yeah, I think I should bounce now. See if they have Ephemerate. Okay, they don't. Great. Yeah, thank you, Seldon. I appreciate that. Yeah, I definitely consider it. Okay. Ooh. Shock untapped. I wonder what that means. What does that mean? Shock untapped. Right, first thing first, let's attack, and then I can cast my spells. Ephemerate? I don't think so. They would have done it in response, no? Okay. We got a lot of damage here. I'm just gonna go for it. This is a lot of damage. They're bluffing? I think they just cracked the relic. Yeah, it's not necessarily bluff, but sort of. Anyway, let's go Vivi. Go repeal on Mox. Trigger. They're looking for Solitude. I think I passed. The Zotawara is funnily enough, it's online because I can cast Bolt. Vivi goes to 3. And then I can use Otawara with the 3 mana. Let me see if it's lethal. If I bolt, you go to 3. I can bounce Opal, recast it, you go to 2. So that's not lethal. So I think I'm passing the turn. Hello, Optimus Tom. It was great to meet me in Vegas. Nice. Yeah, Vivi only in your turn, of course. Yeah. I was thinking in my turn I have Otawara. Okay, opponent goes shock untapped. Wrath of the Skies, X equal 3. Whoa, wait. We win. I didn't notice they lost 3 life. Alright, cool. Oof. I didn't realize they lost 3 life with this land. With a pain land. Alright. Oof. Stole this game. Thanks to the pink damage from Vivian Repeal. It dealt like 5 damage there. It's alright, I guess. I think on the draw I want Pyroclasm. Spear is good versus Ketra. I don't know. I feel like it's such a losing battle to side these cards against black white. Definitely not consign. Okay, then strong. See how it works. I send you a Giganta the PT. Nice. Fire Magic. Yeah. Oh, put him also 6 and starts like this. I draw Tamio. What a fantastic card. Just so happy to have it all the time. I'm gonna go with basics. I don't know. I feel like I can. Okay. Very good. Let's go Mountain Quarry. Bubble. Crack. Okay. Attack. Okay, that's a land. I can go land Vivi Amber next turn. Opponent cracks a relic looking for a land. No, they go Overlord. Okay. So they have Emperor and Ketra in end. Very important. Sorry, Emperor and Flicker Wisp. So they have the Flicker Wisp Overlord combo. Well, let's do the VV value now. Much value we can do with VV. I think I'm gonna repeal the Mox and replay it. This is a lot of damage. A lot of damage. Repeal is so good. So good, repeal. Okay, chat. This game win is super important to show you. What am I showing you here? What am I showing you here to the people that maybe aren't so expert in the game of Magic? I'm showing you that you shouldn't sideboard freaking awful cards like Consigned to Memory and Ashiok against Black White or Spear. You should just stay your deck. You should never touch Repeal ever in this deck because it's so broken. You should just hope they don't draw a good end and you just crush them because you're like a super unfair deck. Like this deck is super unfair. If you just have like a legacy vibe hand and they have a, I don't know, just a hand that just black white, you just win. But if you side out the cards that make you legacy vibe to bring in some situational cards, you just be clunky and you don't do the legacy vibe plays. All right? So whenever you look at your sideboard, just don't sideboard against a normal deck. If you're against a normal deck, don't sideboard. Only sideboard against strange decks. Like Eldrazi, combo decks. If you're playing against normal decks, it's like this. Why is that lethal? I mean, maybe it's not lethal. Opponent just didn't want to play. I had so much damage. I had Bolt in hand as well. I don't know how much damage that was. Opponent conceded, but we can maybe count. It's not no sideboard, but it's like sideboard very, very little. Very little. Actually, take a bathroom break. Alright, guys. I opened another broken end. On my way to... Last time I played this deck, I went 4-0, lost the final to Zoo. I don't want to lose the final again. I want to win the final, but we have to get to the final first. Let's go Tamio. Bubble, and I'm not gonna play Opal because if I draw Cori, I want to have Cori plus Opal. His end is so powerful. If opponent doesn't kill Tamio, we just explode on turn 2. Come on, go like Thoughtseize. Don't go push. Nice. Man, it's so good to get Thoughtseized. Ah. Che l'orecchia. Ah. So good to get Thoughtseized. Yeah, definitely crack. It's not definitely cracking Bubble, but I will crack Bubble, yeah. Ooh, push, right on time. Right on time. If I didn't crack Bubble, it would be better. I would have been able to play Emery and flip the Tamio with Repeal. Whereas now I can only crack the clue. And I'm even further away from Metalcraft. Yeah. I think this is still correct. It's a lot of sagas. If opponent's playing like a blue-black Murktide deck, sagas game 1 are very hard to beat. Yes, Eldon, my team did so well in constructed with that blue-red list. Definitely better than any list that top 8 to the PT. If you want to play blue-red. Alex Rohan came 14th. You can just take his list. But yeah, mine was the same. I mean, I tested him. I'm gonna go Psychic Frog. A. That's a little bit clunky. I think I'm gonna just take off one turn to repeal this frog. And just next turn, I'll be able to get Mopal online. And probably go off with Vivi. Suggesting adding Greenland to allow Iwermite. That's okay. Can't go too wrong. Sure. No land? Oh my god. This game is so over. We're gonna explode now. I'll take Amber. I'm just gonna play. I'm gonna make so many. I'm gonna make so many things this turn. Let's go, Vivi. Opal trigger. Opal trigger. -3 on Flame of Anor or Repeal. I think Repeal actually is better than Flame of Anor. Because my opponent can just discard 6 cards. Okay. Maybe I could have not played Opal. Is that I wanted to get blue-red mana for Flame, changed my mind after. So I think it was better if I didn't play Opal. Anyway, pass. Yeah, could have clipped one blue for Emery. True. True. Should have done that actually. Should have used one blue for Emery. Is that I wanted to play Flame of Anor, deal 5, draw 2, but then I changed my mind. And I didn't readjust my mindset. This is a typical mistake where you're all in one play, then you change your mind, but you don't go back to where you were before. Made a construct. I could have played Op. I could have turned on Opal. Maybe that was even better. Yeah, 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 yeah. You guys are right. You guys are right. I definitely misplayed this turn. Explosives for 0 main deck. Oh wow, and they can even go push on the Vivi now. Hmm. That's actually super powerful. It sets me back a lot. I draw my 4th Saga. I draw my 4th Saga here. I can go Cori. Emery. Opponent is on 8. And they concede. Alright. Blue-black frog. Definitely making this change. And I think that's it. Lightning Bolt is not very good, but they do have Tamio that you want to kill. So I think overall that's fine. Thoughtseize. Alright. Love to get Thoughtseize, as always. Very, very, very good card to receive on turn 1. Okay, that's a good draw. Uh, Probably just going to think about this actually. If I go Otawara, I can't go red mana turn 2. But do I want to go red mana turn 2? I think my opponent is gonna go for frog turn 2. I think Otawara spellbomb's fine. Yep, exactly. Or fine, somewhat. Somewhat. Okay. Uh, okay. Do I want to play Saga? I don't think so. Because I want to go end of turn. Yeah, I don't think so. I'll let them hit me. You missed the old modern? Or how old are we talking? Now great. Now modern is amazing. And let me tell you, I played every single format lately. There's nothing that's staying close to modern. Are we bubbling? No, I think I'll hold the bubble. Cori-steel cutter. Huh. Huh. I mean, it's amazing in this game, in this matchup. But I simply can't cast it now. Because I have to hold up Rebuke. If like, this gets countered, I don't have Rebuke. I think I'm actually graveyarding this. Alright. It wasn't meant to be. It was meant to be drawn. Let's go Saga Go. Holding up Rebuke. I mean, holding up every card in my hand. Okay. The reason why, of course, I bounced it end of turn was to set up the Rebuke later. Opponent is prepared? Yes. Okay. Lightning Bolt. Huh. Opponent knows I have Sink into Stupor. I think I'm gonna go Bolt now. Because they simply can't really discard knowing that I have Sink into Stupor. But now I have to play Sink into Stupor if I want to make a construct. So it's very important the timing there. Murktide? Murktide is big. I don't have access to... Oh, it's actually not that big. It's just a 5/5. But I don't have access to either Spellbomb anymore. I should have probably surveilled first, because if you found the spell, it would have been a 6/6. Alright. Tap. What am I grabbing? Just Opal. I think this is the best. Maybe not. Maybe just get Bubble again. And now we can go Mountain, Corey, and attack for 5. Spells in air. Alright, then I can't attack. When it's 2 cards in end. 1 card in end. They can give the Merc that +1/+1 if they want to now. So they'll dodge my Flame of Anor. Alright, erase me. Okay. Draw. Okay. Glorious Anthem. Do they know about Flame? I don't recall, but I think so. I think our Flame is in hand. I guess I can check on the game log. Yeah. Flame of Anor, they know about it. So I could be dead on board here, so I think I need to kill the Psychic Frog. Because what happens is my opponent draws a spell, discard 2 cards to this, and gives flashback. It's 3 plus 7, 10 damage. So yeah, I'm just doing this now. Deal 5 to Frog. Okay. Am I dead on board now? I'm dead on board right now, unfortunately. So I need to just find Lightning Bolt. That's the only way I can win. See if I find Lightning Bolt or if I die. I die. Well, I want to see they realize that they can kill me, but I think it's very easy. They saw the line. Game 3 on the play. Yep, nothing to change. Oof, this hand is so reactive. I mean, I can't mulligan it, but this is not the type of hand that wins against a blue-red merc, blue-black merc. Unfortunately. We could have held it to not give them lethal. I mean, they still have lethal, right? They draw the other spell. Discard 2 spells. Sorry, discard that card. And it's 2 plus 7, 9. What was my life total? Okay. I need to draw some threats here. This hand is very, very reactive. Frog? No? Nothing. Okay. Ooh, Corey. That's good. That's good. Wish I drew last turn, but okay. It passes. Perfect. No land. Ooh, when it draws a saga, the best possible. Of course, we don't move. Come on, opponent, don't need a land drop. If they don't need a land drop, is amazing. They go to discard or have to tap out. Nice, even better. I'll go rebuke. Draw. Okay. Yeah, definitely passing. No reason to play core into spells there when I can just make construct. Yeah, Urza Saga so good against Murktide. They don't even splash a color, so they can't even play pest control or meltdown. Oh, they go to discard, holding up counter spell. Eh, I don't need to have multiple mana up, so I think one is enough. Yeah, dress down would be bad, but we have Metallic Rebuke for it. Shoot the sheriff. Sure. Yeah, the discarded Fatal Push when I made a construct is definitely an interesting choice. They wanted to respect my Cory. Alright, they drew a land, finally. Is it too late? Who knows? I could have taken Mox Opal here. But I was actually thinking about this play. I was thinking about the opponent with explosives. So I didn't want to give them extra cards. Eh, that's fine. Okay. I think I'm gonna repeal the Mox Amber. And now I have to hope they don't have a... Ooh, nice. Nice. Attenzione, Vivi Ornitier. Qua mi sa la facciamo grossa. La facciamo grossa. I was going to go Vivi, Cori, but my opponent can go Snare. I guess if I go Vivi, my opponent can go Stern Scolding. Let's just go Vivi. Let's just go Cori. This way I can rebuke the spell Snare. Unfortunately, though, I can't make constructs. That's fine. Sorry. Oh wow. Force of negation. Uh. Should I play Opal to have Bolt up? Major bitch. Subtlety. Okay. I don't think so. This is a Merc that Regent? That's pretty sad in the face of an Ether Spell Bomb. Okay, man, I can do so many broken things. Let's just start doing them. Vivi, Opal, Ember, Corey, Mana. Let's go for blue. Construct. Tamio. What a turn. Amazing. Go. Man. Alright. Then it has push. Let's see if they have revolt to kill my Vivi. They don't. We get to untap. Make a constructs, why not? I will equip. Go to combat. Like with all trigger. Bounce. I guess that we turn on revolt, but they probably need to kill the constructs here. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, pass. Eh, I mean, I could bold you, but like, where's the rush? So that my bolts are gonna disappear if I don't bolt you now. Come on, guys. If you just mentioned Vivi getting banned in Standard, you haven't played a game of Standard. I refuse to believe. I refuse to believe you have. Alright. Time to bolt ya face. Boom. Boom. Alright, guys. We're 4-0, like in the good old days. Like in the good old days. We have officially returned on stream. Time to trophy again. Okay, final match. On the draw, but my hand's very strong. One reveals the Var of Destiny. Buongiorno lupo. Chalice on 0. Wow. Okay. That's not good. Buongiorno Ferrucci. Mind Stone. We drew another 0 drop, unfortunately. I think it's better if I go Canal, Cutter, and next turn I go Sink, play my 0 drops. Burn out 1 opal since I have 2 now. Hey, they finished their Tron already. And I can go devour, kill my quarry. Hmm. So Saga go end of turn, bounce Chalice. Let's see what they follow up with this with. Another one. Okay. Yeah, Tron on the play. Turn 3. Tough. Tough to beat. Let's see what can I do here. Probably nothing, but I'll try. So Dark Ray, yeah. I'll take 12 here, down to 2. I need my construct to be bigger than 6. That's the only way I can fight. This is the closest command I'm gonna concede. Let's bring in Consign, Force of Negation, Harbinger, Flame of Honor, taking out Spellbomb Crypt, Vivi, Bolt. What else? A Mox Amber. I left in one Vivi and drew it. Let's see how it goes. I'll play Opal now, Bubble now before the Chalice on 0. And then I go Scully and turn go. Need to hold the bubble to discount Emery for turn 2. Okay, Expedition map. And Chalice on 0. That will stop the Emery bubble recursion. Huh. Do I want to top this Cori? No, probably not. I can bring it back with Emery. I think I don't want to play Saga just yet. Oh, they have Tron already. Hard to beat. Need to find Harbinger. When I didn't have Chalice, I could have gone like Vivi Opal Bubble. Should I still go Vivi? Is it a good play to do the same play I mentioned, even though the Chalice is bad? Probably I shouldn't. It's gonna go Cori. Let's bluff the Consent to Memory. Buongiorno, Manland. How are you adjusting to the jet lag? Did you wake up later than 2 a.m.? You did, you beat me. Ugh. So Cori Opal. Opponent gets their Tron. Opponent gets their Tron. Let's see what they do with it. If it's Ugin, hard to beat. Dire of 7 Death. Ah, could have been worse. Could have been worse. Let's go Saga. Vivi. Bubble. bubble. And then I can get 2 mana, make a construct. And then I pass. What it has Karn, 6 mana with 2 towers. How do I raise a 7/7 lifelink? Well, I mean, I had two sagas. I could have made a thing that's bigger than. Okay. Opponent chose to go for Trinosphere instead of anything bigger. Ooh, Harbinger. Oh, let's think about it. How much mana do I have? Alright, so I can Vivi make a construct. I think I'm gonna float mana here. Wish I set it out, the bounce spell. Would have been very good here. So I have at my disposal Otawara for 2 mana plus Harbinger. That takes a total of 5. How much mana do I have? I have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I can go get Opal as well. So I think I may even make a construct in this process. I think this all works. So let's go ahead and float mana now. And go get a Mox. Opal no mana with Karn, you're right. Well, it can give me mana after though. So let's grab the Opal for now. That's the only thing I can get. Well, maybe Ember was better because I had the Opal in my graveyard anyway. Right, so first thing first, let's pay 2 mana to bounce Sire 7 Death. Pay 7 life, okay. Bounce. Now, let's go ahead and kill Karn. Should I? So I can go 2 mana, 3 Harbinger, then I can go untap land, because this is untapped because of this, make a construct. Yeah, I think it all works. So let's go to combat and attack like this. I'm not gonna play around anything. If they had something, it would have played it before. Now, second main, we get 2 blue mana. I'll tap like this, play Harbinger, play Canal, untapped, pass. Alright. Okay. See what I can do about this. They concede. Alright. I didn't expect to win, but I guess the draw of the Harbinger of the Seas changed the game completely. Very good, very good, very good. Game 3. Do I want to bring in... Oh, wow, I only had one Vivi in the left. Pretty crazy. Do I want to bring in the Harbinger? Given that my opponent has the SAR 7 Death. Let's side out Opal and submit. Opponent has 4 Chalice. They love to play it on 0. I think that's fine to cut some 0 drops. Game 3 for the trophy. Hands okay. When I kept 7. Reveal Devourer. Okay, let's see if they have a Chalice. They don't. Alright, we already dodged a big one there. Okay. I don't think I want to hold up Rebuke now. This is gonna crack the map here. So I'm just going to grab a Steam Vents. Play turn 1 Spell Bomb. Play at least one of those. And just pass with Bubble in hand in case my opponent goes, in case I draw Cori. Okay, let's go Saga, Trigger, Bubble, Pass. Gonna get their Tron for the 3rd game in a row on turn 3. Not something that should happen every game, but apparently that's what happened in this final, making it hard for us to get the trophy. We beat Eldrazi earlier, but they never really did the Tron thing, if you remember. They're in Fleshraker. Wow. Yeah, I can't rebuke that. Donald's here. I can rebuke that. I think I want to crack the... What if I crack everything? Oh no, Closest Command. That's very good. Need to draw very well. And I'm not. We can never beat Kozak's command. 0 chances. 0 chances. What's my out here? Drawing Consign off of the repeal. It's not really bringing me anywhere, I think. I think I just pass, but it's over. No trophies again for this deck. Twice 4-0, lose the final. It's okay. Close. The shell is very good. Is Vivi better than main deck Harbinger? I don't know, maybe. You can do like 2-1. You can just still play 1 or 2 Vivi. Not sure about it. Still playing it out. Some games it's very good. Some other games is not. But I think this deck is super strong. I think Mox Opal shells are great. And I really like the Cory Bolt interaction. Flame of Noir feels perfect for this deck. Alright. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. If you watched on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. And I'll see you next time.